Hey YouTube, this is Prometheus giving you This Week in Madden, January 17th, 2021. Guys, I've got four channels I want to highlight. Once again, I've got some repeat offenders here. I also got a brand new channel. I'm going to show you two different offensive tips and then two different defensive tips. Hopefully you guys will pick up some good strategies to win you more games. So let's go ahead and jump into this. So this first YouTube channel I want to feature is fairly new. It's BurmeseStar, and I apologize if I did not pronounce that correctly, but BurmeseStar is a subscriber slash viewer that submitted his own content to me. So if you guys are new, you like this type of stuff, you've got your own YouTube channel, you want to submit stuff, I want to let you know I submitted. BurmeseStar's got a full scheme that he's going to show. It's about a 30-minute ebook that he shows. I'm going to try to cut this up a little bit, just cut it down to basically just the very beginning of the ebook, but it's very quick, intelligent. The guy knows what he's doing. He shows you just little tells and things that you can use to expose against your opponent. So let's go ahead and jump into that right now.
Alright, first of all, thanks for rocking with me. I've only been in this offense for 5 days now, but it's received so much love I decided to go ahead and put together a comprehensive video with commentary. Even in its infancy, this offense is as good as you'll find. It's got great progression plays, amazing bomb plays, and a strong run game, making it a great offense to attack your opponent on all levels. Now these are the 4 pass plays I use throughout the course of a game. I come out every snap in Jet 6 soar and set the others as audibles along with HP dive. Jet 6 stock in the upper right corner features simple progression reads that beat every coverage and a streak that bombs most coverages. The lower right is cross-up with the tight end apprentice and a slot corner, another great progression replay that also bombs the 3 coverages that Jet 6 doesn't. Now PA slot cross with the tight end on the drag is key counterplay once opponents sell out to stop the tight end in Jet 6. The slot gets into an open pocket on the sideline versus zone, and if you suspect cover 0, the slot will also cross his defender's face for an easy catch in the middle of the field that can be turned upfield for big gains. The curl streak out combo is a concept that works against every coverage and does well to stretch the field. Cover 9 is something I actually use against trips myself. I see it a lot on defense. So what happens now is when you got one of these, you want to read the DB immediately above your dude. If he stays square, you can pass lead the slot inside and you're going to beat him over the top. That's the same lead that you're going to use against cover 2. Now with cover 6, you'll see that there's a different read, but it's easy. So now we also get down here. These things down below, you got to read them. The tight end is always my first read. I'm going to hammer that. I'll take it every time. I'm going to make my opponent respect that. Now the halfback and the dig, you can read those together. They pretty much get open in the same part of the field around the same time. So if you're looking at either one of them, you'll see who's open. The halfback tends to draw down yellows. Like you see right here, he sucks yellows to him, whether it's a 3-rack, whether it's a hook, doesn't matter what it is. So the dig is going to get open if it isn't being used, if there are yellows in the field. So I'm gonna switch up to one of these cover 6 and cover 6 invert. I'll show them both, but they both get smoked. I mean, it's like candy from a baby. So you'll see the DB immediately above you now. It's going to turn his hips inward toward the quarterback. If you see that, your eyes should light up because this is 7 points, and this is a quicker read and a quicker throw. There you go. See him? As soon as you see that, you go over top. You go right over top. Now we're gonna get the same look out of cover 6, and of course we'll still have the progression read down below. And this is why, see, this streak is the reason I'm actually throwing more bombs than I ever did, because I'm one who believes in the progression reads. I believe in these sorts of plays, but I mean, when the bombs are this easy and you can make the read that quickly, you gotta go ahead and take it. I mean, you'll be foolish not to. So I absolutely throw more bombs than I usually do because of this offense and the way it sets up. But if need be, like I said, you still got these 3 routes down below, and that's not even counting the corner route. I mean, the comeback route. Sorry, I tend to mix him in a little bit, but for the most part, I'm quick snapping this because it leaves your opponent with so much to think about, and they have to make adjustments. You can't play any stock defense against this. So you quick snap this, and you're gonna leave them scratching their heads.
All right, so this is another channel that we have featured on these videos in the past. It's Mile High Chosen One. I love his content because he really simplifies stuff down. He makes his reads very simple for his viewers, and he has a very simple mentality when it comes to the offenses. I would hate to play against him because he is someone that creates a problem on defense when you're trying to go and try to stop this guy's schemes, and they're very simple, and he's got very easy progression. So here's another full ebook that he shows of a scheme that he uses online. He wins a lot of money with, and you're just going to love the simplicity of it. So let's go ahead and take a look at this.
The formation that we're going to be running out of is the wing type formation. And the audibles are as such. You got that halfback dive, the stretch alert X looky, the stick and nine vertical, and the PA flood stretch. That's all you need. The first play we're going to come out in the stick and nine vertical, and let's go against a cover 3. Now, what's very important is you must be on the wide side of the field. Now you don't have to be all the way on this hash mark to run this, but you want to be on the wide side of the field to run this formation. If you're not on the wide side, just flip it to the other side, and you'll be great. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to put this running back on a wheel route. This is our setup every time we run this play right here versus cover 2 or cover 3. You're creating a high-low read. As you guys can see on the backside, X is on a drag route. That drag route is a very good play. And then on the front side of the play, you have 2 wheel routes that your opponent has to check. And I'm about to show you exactly how it is. So anytime you run in this play, you always want to motion this tight end out, motion snap him before he gets set, and guess what? He's going to be wide open every single time. You can catch that ball, and you can get about 15, 20 yards. You got a great tight end. You can run him over and get a touchdown because it's going to be one-on-one every single time with that cornerback. So we're going to do it again, motion him out before he gets set. Lead pass to the sideline here, and just make a play. That's 15 yards, 20 yards, just easily if they're in cover 3. Now, the next thing is if they want to start cheating that, you got the running back coming out of the backfield. So look at this running back. When he make that cut of field, get this running back, and you get upfield. That's another 15, damn near 20 yards. So this offense right here is very, very safe, man. This is why I love running this because I feel like it's unstoppable. You have to do a lot to stop it. You know what I'm saying? It's a heavy run. It's a heavy run set, but it's a heavy pass scheme out of this. Then you got the backside drag route. So say for everything else covered, your next check down is going to be a drag route from, he just got hit, but from your backside. So very, very tough, man. We're going to hit it one more time, see if we get a cleaner release. I don't know why him and that tight end ran into each other. We come out here. They did it again. I don't know why they run into each other, but you guys see it, man. I don't know why they run into each other. I'm not going to waste my time on that, but understand that it is open. The next thing we're going to do is the run play. Now, when we're running the ball out of here, we're really not trying to get big yards. Like, we hope we can get big yards, but we just want to be content. Because the only time we run in the ball is if it's like 2nd and 1, 31, trying to get 1 yard. But if we can get more, that's cool. So we're just going to double team this front side guy, and I like to identify the backside Mike. You know what I'm saying? And we just want to get whatever we can get. If we can get 2 or 3 yards, we're good with that. Because, again, this is a heavy pass game and a heavy run set. So, again, double team here. Identify the backside. Go here. Get what you can get. Right there, you got about 7, 8 yards. We'll take that. You know what I'm saying? We're just setting them up for the pass. Now, the next play is the X looky. Well, with this, anytime we run this play, we can run the stretch or we can pass it to this slant route. So we always want to flip the play. Before he gets set, we're going to snap the ball. Before he gets set, we're going to snap the ball, and we can always run. We can run this stretch play, or we can throw that backside slant. Now, you have to be smart. Sometimes in cover 3, I don't like to throw the backside slant because you have a flat player right there, and he can jump it. I'm about to throw it right now and see can we get it. I'm not expecting to get it, but if we get it, it's cool. Here, see right there how you pick that ball up, so you have to be careful of that. That's why I never throw that versus cover 3. I like to throw that versus cover 2 or man-to-man majority of the time. But when you do catch that ball, it's going to be great yards to gain. I'm letting you know that right now.
I could probably post 3 to 4 videos from Zan that he posts on his channel on a weekly basis, just featuring everything that Zan's done. Zan is actually showing the new meta goal line defense. I've seen this on a couple other channels. Actually, Mile How Chosen One posted this too, like 2 weeks ago. But I went in and I actually tested this particular goal line defense, and it works. So this is a good way to stop someone if they're using, inside runs, goal line runs, and all that kind of stuff. This is a proven technique. It is a meta defense. So if you're not aware of it, you need to go ahead and throw this into your scheme immediately. So let's go and jump into that.
We're going to be showing you a goal line defense. This is meant to be your 4th down in inches. This is supposed to be your heavy defense. In particular, anytime you see goal line, I would recommend going into this defensive play. We're going to be looking at the goal line 6-2, and the play that we're going to be breaking down is 60 out jacks. This play is really, really nice. If you take a look at the way it's set up, you've got flats. So if your opponent wants to run any like spider to Y banana, PA power O type of play where they just dump it to the fullback in the flat, you've got hard flats out there. But the other thing that's great about this is you actually have 2 spies for the quarterback and great inside run defense. So let's go ahead and show this against the far and away most popular run down on the goal line, which is going to be the fullback dive. This is going to be defense that will shut down fullback dive no matter what, left or right. And if they like to use that little motion flip trick here. So the way that we're going to set this up, as you can see here, we got those 2 spies, we got those 2 hard flats, we're manning up on the tight end. Obviously, both of the inside tight ends, meaning the tight end on the left and the inside tight end on the right, are not covered. So, you know, if you wanted to, you could make adjustments with your hard flats to cover them if you think that they might, you know, throw the ball quickly to either of them. But if you're pretty sure that they're running, this is absolutely shut down defense. So all we're going to do is we're going to bait the inside run, whether it's a fullback dive or a quarterback sneak or some sort of sting call or a dive, by spreading our line. And then what I like to do is I like to put my user in a zone. And I know that sounds counterintuitive because everyone's told you this year that you should blitz your user at all times. I think that that is true when you're talking about covering the pass. I think that a blitz user has a quicker turn radius, better change of direction. But I think when it comes to stopping the run, the zone is better than the blitz assignment because there's kind of an auto step with your user when blitzing against the run, which makes shooting gaps a little bit tougher. So when I am trying to shoot a gap in run defense, I actually prefer my user to be in zone if I'm 1,000,000% certain that it is going to be a run call. Now, if there's a doubt in my mind that they might be throwing, or maybe they're not in goal line, maybe they're in like a I-form tight type of defense on a 4th down and inches, I probably would blitz my user just in case they run a play action play, because I want to be able to react and cover the tight end corner or whatever type of route they might be throwing. So, you know, if it's goal line, zone. If it's, you know, a doubt in your mind that they might throw, go ahead and blitz your user, which he already is doing by default. Now, what you're going to do with this is I like to kind of stand a little bit to the outside of this defensive tackle that I'm flickering back and forth between. And what ends up happening is because of the way that the tackles, talking about Williams and Ellis, are lined up here, the guards in the center kind of block on those players, and then you have this blitzing linebacker in Harrison that is blitzing into the A gap, getting the attention of the center and the guards. This kind of frees up you as a user for the tackle. Now, I am going against Derrick Henry. He's probably going to fall forward through a little bit of contact. He is a beast in regs, which is why I chose the Titans for this video. But you're going to see that you're going to get clean shots on the ball carrier with this defense. And more often than not, you're going to get 2 players into the backfield right away to get this stop. So this is a really, really simple defense. Just spread your defensive line, put your user in zone if you think it's a run call. And then obviously when they snap the ball, just kind of glide into this A gap and make the tackle. What's great about this is if you do get 2 guys free into the backfield, this is really, really good way to prevent the fall forward animations. Obviously, if you get a one-on-one, you're going to need a good thumper, a guy with good tackling, maybe even a secure tackler ability to prevent you know, them really, really breaking tackles on you. But in general, this is going to get 2 hats on the ball carrier pretty consistently. And you see that we're knocking Derrick Henry back pretty consistently with this setup.
And here's going to be a defensive strategy or how to run a particular defense from Sports Gamers. Sports Gamers obviously one of the more established channels in the Madden community, and they sell ebooks and stuff like that. But you know, anytime that you can get another defensive strategy to use, a base defense you can use online, is always going to add value too. So this is how they run their cover 3 cloud. I guess you can run this from multiple formations, but they do this out of the 3-3-5 odd defense, nickel defense. And this shows you how they shut down the run with this particular defense and how they actually have a bunch of people out in zone. So something that's effective against the run and then having a lot of coverage is always the ideal defense to have in your back pocket. So let's go ahead and jump into this breakdown.
I'm going to break it down into nickel 3-5 odd, and it's going to be the cover 3 cloud, and we're going to flip it. Now, guys, you can run cover 3 cloud from different formations, but I like nickel 3-5 odd a lot because it's very easy to defend both the run and the pass, and also mix in pressure with this coverage. that I'm about to show you guys. So when I run this formation, I have auto flip off, and as far as my zone drops go, I like to put my flats on 20, 25, and then I like to put my curl flats on 5. Now guys, this is going to be from the Giants playbook on defense. I mean, you can run a few, like I said, this coverage is in a few other formations too, so you can run it from other formations and playbooks. I'm going to break down what I really like about it and the strengths of this coverage, my adjustments in this video. But if you want more breakdowns from the Giants defensive playbook, you really need to check out our defensive game planning guide on sportsgamers.com. This is the best defensive guide on the market every year. Break down everything you know as far as how to play defense like a pro, how to blitz, how to stop the run, how to play coverage, how to stop all the best offensive formations and schemes in the game. I'll put the link for you guys in the description, pin it as a comment. Now, as far as your, I guess you would say adjustments you want to do and subs you want to do with this defense, guys, you can put safeties at linebacker. So unless you have a really good linebacker, like, I mean, honestly, the Steelers do, they have some very good ones. Like Bush is very, very good. But other than that, I would probably put in, if you don't have a linebacker like that, backup safety, because they're going to be faster to use or better coverage. And, you do want a good edge rusher. For this defense, it's kind of like you need a specific type of player, which I do break down in the guide. I'm going to put Dupree there. He's not really the best, but I like to actually have D-line with guys that can shed, guys that get good pass rush. So I'm going to put Watt, Hayward on the line, and Tuitt as my D tackle. So where the play is going to be this cover 3 cloud, and we're going to flip it. Now, I first want to show you guys a few examples against the run. We're going to start with trips tied in inside zone. So what I'm going to do is I spread out the D-line and linebackers, and I'm going to base a line, all right? So when I do this, this is how the play looks by default. Now, what I'm going to do here on this play is I'm going to shade my first step after I baseline and spread out my line and my linebackers is I'm going to shade my coverage over the top, it's coverage audible, and up on the right analog stick. Okay, once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the blitzing linebacker over here in a curl flat, and that's going to be to the right on the left analog stick. Now, the reason why I do this is, guys, remember, I put my curl flats on 5. So on each side of the field, if you leave it like this, they're going to defend the quick flat. And this guy, he's going to drop back, and he's going to defend about 20, 25 yards on field, depending upon what you put him on. Now, honestly, what I tend to do more often than not is unless they just keep killing me in the flats, I'm actually going to put this guy in a hard flat. Reason for that is, remember, I put my flat zone adjustment to 20, 25, so even though he's in a hard flat, he's going to drop deep. Now, I like to use the linebacker or safety in the box on the same side of the screen as the running back and put him on a blitz angle. The reason why I put him on a blitz angle is because this just gives me more control after the snap and moves more fluidly, and also helps me attack the gaps on the run. I like to control the same one as the same side of the running back because it just helps me shoot certain runs really good. This is going to be good for people running shotgun runs like inside zone, draws, bases, powers, whatever. But I wouldn't recommend if someone's coming out of like I-form tight or like Wildcat or something where they obviously want to run the ball every play. I'd use a better run D, but this will do great as far as defending runs like inside zone from shotgun. As you guys are going to see here, we can just blow it up. If you guys missed it, first of all, I had a gap to come through, and also my D-end on the left of the screen, he's on a very unique angle. He tends to get in the backfield. I missed the gap, and then my CPU guy, Watt, you see he missed the tackle. But still, we have plenty of defenders in the box, limiting them to 3-4 yards. We'll take that every time, but if you guys look at here again, you're going to see that most often than not, they're going to blow it up a little bit better than they did last play. So we're going to do it again. Put my user on a blitz angle, and there you guys can see, look how he just got him in the backfield. And, I'm just trying to get in there as well to help it out too. But if you guys take a look at the replay, that angle that Watt is on is extremely effective against the run. He kind of just knifes in between those two players, and the receiver does try to chip him, but really, if you guys can see here, I mean, he's just coming in that gap basically untouched, and obviously, the receiver is trying to get a little block on him. No, really not able to, and we get that easy tackle in the backfield, just like this. All right, so really good run defense here. Now, aside from that, this coverage is outstanding. I will show an example of a different run in a second here, but I do want to go into the coverage real quick. This coverage is really, really good at defending anything your opponent could do. So, we'll do some trips, we'll do some bunch, we'll do some tight, we'll do some spread, we'll do a little bit of everything. Let's start with bunch. So, very popular play is flood, right? Flood is extremely effective. A lot of people use this play. So, we're going to baseline spread our line and linebackers. Now again, remember, I like to shade the coverage up. I like to go ahead and put this guy in the the curl flat, and then I'm going to use the guy on the same side of the screen as the running back. Now, if they have, like I said, hitting me at the flats over and over and over again, I'm probably going to leave the purple zone because that's going to defend that well. But if they're running a lot of deeper routes, corners, crossers, whatever, probably going to go ahead and put him in a hard flat to drop back 20-ish yards. Now, if they're attacking you with both route combos, what you can do is put this guy that you're not using, put him in a hard flat as well. So now on both sides of the screen, you have a flat and a curl flat. So we're going to defend both the deep sideline and also the shallow routes. Now here, we're going to defend the middle. So I take away the drag and then drop back on the end. As you guys can see, simple 3-man rush. This year's game, honestly, that's all you need.
So once again, guys, thank you for your support. Let me know if you still like this content. Go ahead and hit a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't like me doing this, do a thumbs down. If you are a new YouTube channel, or you have a YouTube channel that you want to get some additional promotion, go ahead, send me a note and a link that you want to go and use for a YouTube video, and I'll go ahead and incorporate it like I did with BurmeseStar. So once again, guys, thank you for your support, guys. Until next time.